Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, students in Turkey. Students, this year, very special year for our country, because 30 years ago, Kazakhstan acquired independence, and they became free and sovereign nation. In this lesson, we're gonna discuss about how Kazakhstan built sovereign state during the 30 years. Before starting the lesson, I'm going to show you a brief video about the history of Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, where history has been written on the wind-blown steppe and the future glitters in thousands of lights on the horizon. For Kazakhstan, the 9th largest country in the world, its past has surely informed the indomitable spirit it exhibits today. From the wild horses and endless steppe that symbolize nomadic freedom, to the rapidly growing infrastructure and vibrant cities the country knows now, Kazakhstan has evolved and adapted to become successful, stable, and independent, not in spite of its history, but because of it. According to ancient writings, the Kazakhs were valiant and courageous, innovative, adaptable. They played a defining role in shaping Central Eurasia. Today, what's past is prologue, as Kazakhstan again takes center stage as a dynamic leader in the region.
Students, as you've seen from the video, right now, in current time, Kazakhstan is vibrant and developing countries in Eurasia. How do you think, students, was it easy to build a vibrant nation and a developing country for the Kazakhstan during the 30 years?
I think that it wasn't easy because, as said our ex-president, it was hard to transform our economy to a free market.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thank you, Noble, you're right. Do you want to add something, students?
Can I say?
Yeah?
We gained independence when in the world was a big economic crisis, so I think that it was hard. It was hard in the twice level for us
Mm-hmm.
because
you.
the world situation was not easy too.
Yeah? Do you want to add? Thank you
It
very
seems
much.
to me that it was really hard to start from the beginning
Yeah.
because we had nothing, including experience in different spheres.
Mm-hmm. Students, do you want to add?
In my opinion, of course, it was difficult to build such a stable and developing country as Kazakhstan. As initially we have lots of problems, and fortunately we were able to solve it.
Yeah. Students, it was hardship for the Kazakhstan to build this modern state. To analyze this process, we need to go back to the history. Students, do you know what kind of international event happened related to independence of Kazakhstan in 1991?
I was said it was collapse of Soviet Union.
Yeah, collapse of Soviet Union. And as a result of this process, how many countries acquired their independence?
15.
15 countries, yeah? Also, among these countries, Kazakhstan was 2. Yeah? And in 1991 and December 16th, Kazakhstan fully declared its independence. Yeah? Students also, do you know that what country was the first country who recognized independence of our country?
Turkey?
Turkey, yeah? And everybody knows that. But why Turkey was as a first country?
I think, firstly, there was a historical factor that we had common ancestor.
Yeah, historical factors.
yeah,
And we have
sorry.
common ancestors. Thank you, Nubal.
Also known that Kazakhstan and Turkey have a similar historical background, so
Yeah.
it relates us really strong.
Yeah.
Moreover, our
Thank you.
culture and traditions, languages are connected with
Mhm.
each other.
Yeah. Thank
Also, there was a similarity in our religion.
Religion also. All these values, yeah, and affected that process. And still Turkey supporting us. And there we have close and very strong connection with Turkey, yeah, in different spheres. Yeah. For example, what kind of spheres we have a relationship with Turkey?
Diplomatic relations,
Yeah, diplomatic relationships also,
political,
political relationships,
Economical relationships.
yeah, economic relationships, and many companies, yeah, working.
Also educational. For example, we have the school, Turkish Kazakh school,
Mhm.
in different cities in our country.
Mhm. Also, do we have like universities?
And also we have University Süleyman Demirel University,
Mhm.
and it's one of the good universities in our country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have different ties, yeah, in different spheres with Turkey. Students, as I said before, we need to go back to the history, yeah, and to analyze the 30 years of period of developing our country, we divide into 3 stages, yeah. First stage is when Kazakhstan acquired independence. We call it challenging stages, yeah, adapting to the new world. The second stage is transforming stage. Then the last stage is developing stage, yeah. We need to start that the early 19th, yeah. What kind of challenges faced Kazakhstan in early 19th in terms of economy?
Economy, there was a problem such as like deficiency of food,
Mm-hmm.
and in terms of social challenges, there was a high level of crime and unemployment.
Also, what kind of big economic challenges for the Kazakhstan?
I think it's hyperinflation.
Yeah,
Also,
hyperinflation.
adding to another,
Mhm.
there were social challenge such as high unemployment rate.
Mm-hmm.
and also there were transition from
Mhm.
planned economy to free market economy.
Yeah, it was very hard, yeah, making transition from the planet economy to the free market, yeah. And what do you think in terms of political challenges?
We didn't have any international relationships with other countries.
Yeah.
Also, there was challenges in transition from communism to democracy.
Yeah, we didn't have democratic institutions.
It seems to me that we didn't have any political parties during that period.
Mm-hmm. Also, students, do you want to add?
Also, there wasn't international support from other developed countries.
Mm-hmm. International support from other developing countries also. Students, what was a big problem for the Kazakhstan inherited from the Soviet Union?
It seems to me that it was Semipalatinsk polygon,
Yeah, also
and it was nuclear arsenal.
nuclear
First in the
arsenal.
world.
Yeah, it was the big problem for us. And now I am going to show you video about the history of
In the
nuclear
Soviet rule,
weapon.
the country suffered some of its greatest losses. The Soviet nuclear weapons testing program, conducted over a 40-year period at the Semipalatinsk test site, caused unimaginable human and environmental devastation. Generations of Kazakhs have paid and are still paying the price in cancer, birth defects, death and disease. The nation has renounced the world's fourth largest nuclear arsenal and has taken a leading role on the issue of nuclear responsibility, advocating global nuclear disarmament with a strong voice and absolute moral authority.
Students, what negative consequences did Kazakhstan have after nuclear weapon tests?
Obviously, a lot of people living there suffer from because of the radiation.
Yeah. Also?
More than 1 billion people in semi-polygon was died.
Yeah.
Right.
According to statistics, yeah. And also?
Also, it affects our environment. I think around 300,000 of kilometers were eroded because of nuclear weapon.
Yeah, because of nuclear explosions, yeah, nuclear tests, yeah. And students, do you want to add?
By the way, we can add that DNA mutation, including various diseases like cancer.
And as a legislator of nuclear power, what's Kazakhstan's decision was? What do you think?
Kazakhstan decided to decline the nuclear weapon, despite the fact that they were in the first place around the world of having nuclear weapons.
Alima?
I think that Kazakhstan gives a good example to other countries in creating the weapon-free world.
And students, Kazakhstan rejected, yeah, nuclear arsenal because for the Kazakhstan, first policy was security, yeah, and Kazakhstan showed to the world and as a country keeping and providing peace, yeah, and after rejecting nuclear arsenal, what kind of benefits Kazakhstan got from the world? Students?
So, how you mentioned, it was a great opportunity for Kazakhstan to perform as a peaceful country that stands to have nuclear-free policy.
Nuclear-free policy, yeah, and
in addition to Nursultan, the nuclear-free world policy helped Kazakhstan to attract foreign investors.
Yeah, foreign investors, yeah, and it was economically beneficial for the Kazakhstan, yeah, attract investors. Also,
Kazakhstan get international respect and the trust from other countries.
Yeah, and it helped Kazakhstani diplomacy, yeah, to connect with other countries, and because of that, many foreign institutions and the foreign companies and the foreign organizations came to Kazakhstan to build new sovereign state. Yeah, students, and at the beginning of the lesson, yeah, we've been talking about the challenges and the Kazakhstan faced during the early 19th. And now I'm going to ask you to do small research about achievements of the Kazakhstan during the 30 years. Yeah, and I'm going to divide you into 3 groups. First group will get political achievements, economical achievements and the social achievements. And you have 5 minutes to do small research. And you will present that for 3 minutes. Yeah. Also, you need to create timeline. Yeah, from 1991 till 2021. And when you work with your project, yeah, I'm going to ask our Turkish students to make a wish for our country. Can you do that, students? Students in Turkey.
Okay, we have some possible responses here. Today, I want a wish for that Kazakhstan that there is. Any other wishes?
Students, we're listening to you.
We can hear you.
I think the voice is not coming from Ishikent. Because the microphone is closed, Catherine teacher, your microphone is closed, I guess. So
I just turned ours on here.
Okay. Hi.
Hello. Alara, do you want to say something?
Hello, students. Can you
they
hear
are-
us?
Yes.
Yeah. And we have a plea for you. Can you make a wishes
problem.
for the Kazakhstan? And at the end of the lesson,
We had a request though. Could you please ask the question one more time?
we want to ask you, make a wishes for the Kazakhstan. Yeah? And at the end of the lesson, you will say your wishes to us. Can you do that?
Okay, we've got another wish here. So, Mirai, would you like to? Okay, could you hear that? Okay, she wished that all of the problems were solved.
Speak in English.
Yeah. Okay, we have another wish here. Okay, in the back. Okay, it's a peaceful for a peaceful celebration of independence. Okay, very good. One more.
Hello again. We had a connection problem for a moment there. Joanna, you'd like to say something? Go ahead, Joanna.
Happy anniversary, and we hope you have a lot more.
Okay.
Continue working. Almost done. Okay. Okay. Program. Program. Students, have you done? Students, you have 2 minutes, yeah, to finish. Speak in English. In English. Yeah, social achievements. English. Students, 1 minute left. You need to sum up. Okay, students, it's time. Yeah, and we need to start presenting your timeline to us, and then we will start from achievements. Yeah, economic achievements. Yeah, could you please come to here? And take your microphone. And
So we are going to tell you about the economic achievements in our country. After the collapse of Soviet Union, Kazakhstan received the right to manage its economy in their own way. However, as 60% of all industry of Kazakhstan was dependent on Russia, Kazakhstan faced a lot of problem. After acquiring the independence, such as unemployment, deficit of products, and others. Now, Janelle is gonna tell you about the steps of Kazakhstan to solve this problem.
On November 12, 1993, President of Kazakhstan issued about national currency. It was said about to enter tenge into to our territory. It helped us to work without freely from Russian and get into international market. And also, as earlier said, it was problems with unemployment, and privatization process was started. It helped us to give our people jobs, and it was our steps to solve it. And as will said, Nurbol.
Since 2000, Kazakhstan's economy started growing rapidly by exports and stimulated by current depreciation. Also, one of the reasons why it started growing was investments from foreign countries. Also, and Europe was one of the best, not best, one of the most influential investors in our country. So, bilateral trade between European Union and Kazakhstan between 2000 and 2010 was increased 4 times, and nowadays European investments consist 60% of our investments, all investments. So in 2000, let's talk about Turkish and Kazakh relationships in terms of economics. So in 2005, if trade between these two countries was $550 million, in 2006 it started climbing over $1 billion. And starting from 2011, our economy started growing too. It started growing after crisis 2008 and 2009.
Crisis, yeah.
So, as Nurbol said, Kazakhstan went from the 2008 and 2009 crisis. So all the way to 2012, it was the recovery from these crises. And also, Kazakhstan had continued to grow after that until the 2014 and 2015. As you can see, in 2014, Russia annexed the Crimean Peninsula, and it caused the Ukrainian crisis, which led to restrictions from the West towards Russia, and also it hit our economy. Also, in 2015, alongside with this crisis, came the depreciation of crude oil and devaluation of tenge. But despite that crisis in 2015, our country, Kazakhstan, recovered from that, and also it started to diversification of its economy. And for example, in 2017, the International World Bank approved policy of national investment strategy of Kazakhstan about foreign investments from 27 countries, and especially from Japan, Germany, USA, China, Russia, and Turkey. So, and also the evidence of our economic growth is that in 2018, World Bank put our economy in third position among South and Central Asian countries. So, but then again came up the COVID-19 crisis and the pandemic. So it hit our economy even harder and much more than the 2008 and 2015 crises. But despite that fact, our economy is still evolving, and such sectors like pharmaceutical industry, electronic products, and the automobile industry are evolving very rapidly and gradually.
Okay.
In the conclusion, we would to say that despite the fact that there was in 1991 a big economical crisis over the world, our country had a big economic growth, and we're still developing.
Thank you, students.
Thank you very much. I would like to say that, well, we are going to have a break. And we would like to thank you, Catherine teacher, Joseph teacher, students, grade 7 students. Would you like to say something? Because I know that you are going to have a break. We are finishing our class. Yeah,
Okay.
Final words from grade 7 students and their teachers.
Okay, we're waiting for that.
Well, we'd like to say thank you for sharing the information about your country. Bye-bye.
All right, so say thank you. Say happy independence. All right.
Thank you
Okay,
for
thank
watching
you.
us.
Okay. Thank you for Turkish students, and we will continue, presenting our research project. Yeah. Next.
So we are going to introduce social achievements of Kazakhstan since our independence. And actually, there is a range of achievements in this sphere. And the first is, of course, nation's security. The decree of the first president of Kazakhstan about closure of single placing test site in 1991 made a big contribution to ensuring national security. And with the aid of this decree, the health and lives of millions of people are in safety from radiation.
Secondly, in 1992, two countries declared diplomatic relationships, and that is why now there are over 30 Kazakh-Turkish lyceums all over Kazakhstan.
Next, the healthcare reform concept was approved in 2000. It was one of the first steps aimed at improving the health of citizens of Kazakhstan, and the health service system. Yeah.
Moreover, in 2017, the unemployment rate decreased from 13.5% to 4.9%.
Last but not least, in 2021, more than 26,000 of Kazakh citizens are living in Turkey cities like Ankara, Antalya, Istanbul, and so on.
Thank you.
Furthermore, we want to say about demographic growth. Though if in 1991 the population of Kazakhstan was 14.7 million people, now it's more than 19 million people. This achievement is facilitated by the return of repatriates and different social assistance from the state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you.
Natural demographic growth. Yeah. Thank you, students. The last group. Microphone.
Our task is to give information about political achievements of Kazakhstan. So first of all, as you know, in 1991, Kazakhstan refused from nuclear weapon, and in 1992, Turkey became first country which recognized the independence of Kazakhstan.
At the same day, Kazakhstan was admitted to the UN membership, and in 1995, on the initiative of our President Nursultan Nazarbayev, there was created the Assembly of the People of Kazakhstan.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, in 1997, Kazakhstan 2030 strategy program was finally officially announced, and surprisingly, in 15 years, all goals of this program were achieved.
Mm-hmm.
And 2009, the strategy partnership between Kazakhstan and Turkey was signed.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
So, how Asel mentioned, in 2012, we achieved all our goals of the strategy of Kazakhstan 2030. So, at the same year, our government established a new strategy, Kazakhstan 2050, where the main goal is to become a stable country with growable economy, and to be on the list of top 30 developed countries.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, students.
Moreover, in 2017, the Kazakhstan was the first country in the CIS which took an international exhibition expo.
Okay, thank you, students, for your mini research.
So thanks for your attention.
Students, to sum up our lesson, today I want to ask you, how do I imagine Kazakhstan after 30 years? You need to write one word, which describes Kazakhstan after 30 years. For example, in the future, I see my country as the developed country in the world. We will start from the left side, and you have 1 minute. Mm-hmm. Have you done, students? Only 1-2 words. That's going to be enough. Done, Raiza, we'll start.
Yes. In the future, I see my country as economically stable.
In the future, I see my country as a highly educated nation.
Okay, thank you.
As a technology advanced country.
I believe that in the future.
Could you show us?
I believe that in the future our country will be the innovative and powerful.
Okay, Khansira?
In my opinion, Kazakhstan will be one of the most developed countries in the world.
In the future, I see my country as environmentally friendly country. It means we will be independent from fossil fuels and will use only alternative sources of energy.
In my vision, in the future, Kazakhstan will become a competitive country.
From my point of view, in the future, I see Kazakhstan as a country with high level of security.
Okay.
I see Kazakhstan as a prosperous country in all of spheres.
I hope that our country still will be a culturally developed country.
Okay.
I see our country with developed tourism.
I see our country that will become a logistics hub.
Yeah, big logistics hub in the future. Students, and yeah, you told us your dream. How do you want to see our country in the future? As a young people, everything in your hands. And I want to end our lesson by the sayings of our first president, Nursultan Nazarbayev. He said, "My people are happy people with a huge territory, a great goal, a great history written by heroic ancestors, and a great future for young generation. It's your hand to build our nation, our country more prosperous, a developed nation in the world." Thank you for attending the lesson. Lesson is over. Happy university.